Hello, I am Varun Joshi, and welcome back to Cloud with Varjosh, where we discuss cloud, DevOps, and everything in between. Before we begin, I want to thank the community. The support and feedback on my courses, whether Kubernetes, Jenkins, Argo CD, Git, or GitHub, has been overwhelming. It genuinely makes me happy when I hear that someone cleared a certification, cracked an interview, built a project, or finally understood a concept by following these courses. That feedback motivates me to keep creating deeper and more structured content. And that brings us to GitHub Actions Basics to Production course. GitHub Actions is an important part of modern DevOps and CI CD. It allows us to automate builds, tests, deployments, infrastructure changes, and much more directly from GitHub. But learning GitHub Actions is not just about writing a workflow and running a pipeline. As you build real workflows, you encounter triggers, contexts, expressions, inputs, outputs, reusable workflows, artifacts, caching, environments, custom actions, concurrency, and many more concepts. More importantly, you need to understand how all of these concepts connect together. That is exactly what we are going to do in this course. This is a complete journey through GitHub Actions, starting with the fundamentals and gradually moving towards practical and production oriented implementations. The course consists of 13 lectures and approximately 12 hours and 45 minutes of content. I value your time, and my goal is to make sure that every minute you spend here adds value to your understanding. We begin with the core building blocks, including workflows, triggers, jobs, steps, runners, contexts, and how GitHub Actions executes automation. From there, we explore triggers, filters, conditions, expressions, variables, functions, inputs, and outputs to build more dynamic workflows. We also cover artifacts, caching, matrix strategies, environments, secrets, protection rules, and approvals. As we move further, we explore reusable workflows and custom actions, including composite JavaScript and Docker actions, and finally, concurrency and how to prevent related executions from overlapping. So, this is not a collection of disconnected GitHub Actions features. The course is designed as a progressive learning journey where earlier concepts continue to become useful as we move forward. You may also notice I revisit some important concepts that is intentional. Understanding something once and being able to apply it confidently are not always the same thing. The goal of this course is not simply to teach you GitHub Actions syntax. Anyone can copy a YAML file, change a few values, and get a workflow running. The real goal is to help you understand why a configuration exists, what problem it solves, and how different GitHub Actions features work together in a real automation system. That is why the course includes hands on demonstrations throughout. We will create workflows, modify them, trigger them in different ways, pass data between components, reuse logic, and observe how GitHub Actions behaves under different conditions. Throughout the course, I will try to answer why are we doing this? What problem does this solve? What happens if we configure it differently? When would we use this in real project? Because understanding system behavior is far more valuable than memorizing YAML syntax. Alongside the videos, you will also have access to GitHub repository for this course. It contains the workflows, YAML configurations, demo, and detailed notes that accompany the lectures. The notes can also serve as a revision resource. Whether you are learning a concept for the first time, preparing for an interview, or revisiting a particular feature, my recommendation is to keep the repository open while following the course and experiment with the examples yourself. And if you find it useful, consider giving it a star. It helps more people discover the content. This course is for anyone who wants to build strong and practical understanding of GitHub Actions. You may be a developer automating builds, tests, and deployments, a DevOps or cloud engineer building CI/CD pipelines, or someone preparing for interviews. It is also for those who have worked with existing GitHub Actions workflows but now want to understand what is actually happening under the hood or behind the YAML. Whatever your starting point is, the course takes you from foundational concepts towards more advanced and production oriented use cases. My recommendation is simple: follow the course in sequence. The lectures build on each other, and concepts that seem basic in the beginning often become important later. Don't just watch, pause when needed, try the configurations, modify them, break them intentionally, and observe what happens. If something does not behave as expected, that is often where the best learning happens, because production engineers are not the people who memorize the most commands or YAML syntax. They are people who understand how systems behave, why they behave that way, and what can happen when things do not go as planned. That is the mindset I want this course to help you develop. As always, this course is also shaped by the community. If something feels unclear or you think something can be explained better, let me know in the comments. And if the course helps you understand GitHub Actions, build a workflow, complete a project, or prepare for an interview, I would genuinely love to hear about it. Your feedback helps me understand what is working and what I can improve in future content. By the end of this course, my goal is that you should not just know how to write a GitHub Actions workflow. You should understand how different pieces fit together, how to reason about workflow behavior, and how to build automation that is practical, reusable, and suitable for real world CI/CD scenarios. We will start with the fundamentals, build our understanding step by step, and gradually connect those concepts into more advanced implementations. So, if you are ready, let's begin our journey through GitHub Actions, basics to production. Let's get started.